She's like, I noticed you're working on something. He's like, yeah, jury. And she's like, jury? The paparazzi is so dedicated because they are out here in the thunderstorm, willing to die for the picture. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You're watching Just a Mom That Sims. I'm KT, and I'm here today for another fairy tale adventures. This is a Sims 4 Pinocchio story. So if you like to have fun and you like a good story, please consider liking, subscribing, following, commenting. Just do all the things. I am starting the episode off with Penn and Stacy. We are going to do a very, very quick recap before we get into the episode. This series started with Penn as a ghost. Penn's whole mission was to become a real man again. He has gone through all the things, gotten a ghost mastery. He has completed his bucket list, both sections. He has waded in the water, and he has come back to life. However, his girlfriend Stacy, who lived with him, who is a top-notch stylist, could not remember him once he was reborn. But don't worry, because alas, Penn had a plan, and that was to come back and move in with Stacy as a roommate. He pretended to see an ad, and Stacy, instantly feeling a connection with him, actually ran a background check on the spot and let him move in as a roommate. He has decided, I've got to take things slow and I need to woo her, and he's got to get his old friends back. So Penn has brought her out to a retreat because she was super stressed about work. Guess what, guys? They have been hitting it off. The sparks are flying. Stacy is feeling just a tinge of guilt because to her ghostly man is missing, and she's come to terms with the last thing he said to her, which was, in case you don't see me again, I could disappear because I'm a ghost. So she doesn't know, and that's not all. She cannot remember his name or anything, so even the name Penn rings a bell, but she, for some reason, can't remember her former ghostly boyfriend's name, not realizing this is him reincarnated. Penn is here to woo her, and the sparks have been flying, honey. They have been hitting it off. You have seen part 1 of the trip. My YouTube members, and thank you so much for being members, you all saw the first kiss. So Penn and Stacy actually had their first kiss out on the beach. The getaway is about to wrap up. There's only like 2 hours left. Penn wants to spend the last few moments out on the beach with Stacy, just talking to her, just spending these sweet moments. And even though they had their very first kiss, he is determined to take things slowly. We'll be right back. We are back at home, and we found Jiminy in the house because Jiminy does exactly what Jiminy wants to do. Stacy is checking up on a couple things for work, and then she is going to go to bed. We actually got $10,000 for that getaway because it was also a fitness competition, and Penn and Stacy won. Penn is going to be trying to fix this sink. He misses when he was a ghost and he could instantly fix things. But let's get into our goals for the episode. Goal number 1, Penn needs to find something to do. We talked about a job and decided everything would conflict with him and his horse riding aspiration. Even though he's having to start over on the actual aspiration numbers other than the horse riding skill, he is not having to start over in the horse competition. So that was the most important thing anyway, because we worked really hard to get the gold medals and the rankings that we have. So I'm so glad that we don't have to do that again. We're going to continue goal number 1. We're going to get him something to do. He's found these new crystal creation videos, and they teach you how to make jewelry. This is not something he ever would have thought about doing. However, Stacy is a stylist, and he's trying to get closer to her, and he's open to what skills he learned. So he's thinking, man, I should learn how to make jewelry. So goal number 1 is to get him started on that, and then we'll figure out how we're going to sell it later. Are we going to open another store for Penn? Are we going to sell it from a home chef table? But he knows that it will go with Stacy's fashion stylist career well. Goal number 2 is Penn is going to continue to woo Stacy, but he's determined to take it slowly because even though he can tell she's feeling the vibes too, he knows that she has this guilt associated with how fast she's moved on in her mind, not knowing that he is the same person, but he wants to have some heat simmering as well. Goal number 3 is for Stacy to continue to thrive at work. She is at the top of her track, so for her, that would simply mean boosting her social media presence. It's not the best right now, and she knows that she needs to keep it going to keep her fame up. She's actually a B-lister in fame at almost level 4. Some of it is the social media that she started, but it is largely because of the gown that she designed for the superstar at the award show at the last minute, and the lady really hyped her up because she did that gown at the last minute. So those are our goals for the episode. I do believe we might be officially in a slow burn romance, and I think it already has been, but he is so excited to be back. He knew he he needed to come back with the plan, and he has. We are gonna get into it. That's what we're doing today. Penn is gonna go ahead and pay the bills. He's supposed to be paying rent, but he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna do this too because he saw in the mail that something came. Penn is gonna come over and research how to make jewelry and what he needs, and then we're gonna go get the things that he needs. He's like, wow, this is fascinating, and then I can sell it. He's finding so many interesting things. So we're back, and it is like 3 hours later. He actually found some people that will come and deliver you a gemology table and assemble it at your home for one flat rate. He is thinking, I should just get straight into it. He doesn't even know what the heck he's doing. He's gonna just jump in with the step ones that he knows. He actually hit his first level of gemology. He's like, wow, this is going to be hard. Also, I want to do a special thank you to Key Red. She gifted me Crystal Creations. I really appreciate it. So thank you so much, Key. Penn is just cutting a gemstone. Y'all know how I am. I just dive in, and Penn is just diving in as well. He's like, well, it looks like I did something right. Stacy is asleep. Penn has got to get his sleep schedule back together. Being resurrected has knocked his sleep habits off. Oddly enough, what a weird statement, right? I want y'all to know I know when I'm saying weird things. He's like, this is going to be perfect. Stacy is up. She's got to run to the restroom, but she immediately sees that Penn has added some things. I think we'll say that for next episode, but y'all know Stacy wants to do even more renovations to the house. And if you have seen the house build, or if you just saw the house 4 episodes ago, you'll know that she has slowly but surely started fixing so much. She has fixed the outside of the house. It looks a lot different as far as decor. So she's going to eat. She doesn't even want to disturb him. And you might notice she's even walking around kind of in her underwear. She's feeling really comfortable, and she doesn't feel like Penn is just a roommate. She knows it's not her man either, but she feels like it's something more, if that makes sense. She's like, I don't want to disturb him, but I kind of want to ask him what he's working on, but she's decided she's just going to wait. But then she's like, no, I can't wait. She's like, I noticed you're working on something. He's like, yeah, jewelry. And she's like, jewelry? Accessories? You know, I really like that when I design outfits and stuff. Oh, I can't believe it. Maybe I can use it with my designs. And he's like, yeah, you know, I have been in the horse circuit and I'm just looking for something different to do. He thinks that's crap. She kissed him on the cheek. She's like, I think that's so sweet. And she's actually doing a mystical blessing and calling down the mystics because she's like, whoa, I really like this guy. Now he's determined to actually get his first piece of jewelry made because he wants to give them to her to put with her outfits. He wants to give her the first piece that he makes. Right now, he's still working on the gemstone, but he's almost done. Stacy needs to update her social media. Penn finished. So this is kind of cool because they have been on their getaway. Stacy is closing in on 1,000 followers. She probably needs some kind of guidance. Another thing that you need to know is that Stacy actually owns Penn's old business called All Things Spooky. It transferred to her automatically once he wasn't found. It's not like she could report that he was gone. She didn't want to sell it, but she sold all the stuff in it. So the business is still there. She's still keeping it even though she sold all the stuff that goes with it because it was just in the way. It's like a piece she can't let go even though she's really come to terms for the most part with the fact that it's just not going to happen. He did learn that you can charge the stuff. This would help people with their creative skills. So now Penn wants to design some jewelry. It'll be his first piece and he's hoping it would come out nicely because he would love to give it to Stacy. He's thinking this necklace would be pretty. He loves her in green, so he's going to do Samtanium and again an Amazonite. This is going to be 500 simoleons to make and he could mess it up because he's just getting started. After this, he's going to go on a horse competition with Jiminy, but Stacy's going to come and find her muse, try to do some impressions. He did hit himself in the head with the hammer. He's like, oh, I think I might be understanding a little better. I don't know if he is. He understands how to hit himself in the head. He lost all his handiness skills, so there are some skills he's having to start over. She wants to get rid of this bucket. Some of the nectar isn't aging the way it should age. The archery contest is going, but for the first time, Penn is not going to participate. It is raining really hard. If he finishes, he may go. This actually seems like a great way to get electrocuted. I just realized that Stacy could upload a viral video, so we're going to try that. What she's going to do is a video of the lady that she made the dress for twirling in the dress, showing how it flows. So she's going to upload that. Also, we got a promo for a cosmetic company. Penn is like, oh, I made some jewelry, Stacy. Stacy. I'm uploading some things right now. If you want me to take a picture of the jewelry you made. Yeah, it doesn't look bad to me. It's actually excellent. He's gonna put it in his inventory and he's gonna gift it to Stacy. She got 65 followers, so that did help. It pushed her over 1,000. She's so happy for that. Before he goes out, because he's gonna have to go to the horse competition even if he doesn't do archery, he's like, I really want to give you this. And she's like, for me, you don't have to buy me gifts. Oh my gosh, did you give me a necklace? He's like, I'm gonna wear it. And she gave him a rose bag. So she's like, I'm gonna try it on. It looks great. She's got this outfit. It's all earth tones and browns. And then she threw this green necklace on. So she's like, oh my gosh, I really, really like this. So she's gonna take a selfie. And she's gonna make sure she gets this necklace in the selfie, because this will also boost Penn. She's gonna upload that picture to Instagram. I think she'll upload all of these. Now, this is a picture that she had of Penn that she's got on the shelf up here. She doesn't, of course, remember his name, but she does remember this was my man. She's like, I just put mine up here too. While Stacy is working on getting her photos listed and growing her followers, Penn is going to get to a horse competition. After he goes to the restroom, that is. We need a little more agility, but maybe we should try the barrel racing again. We should actually try this expert endurance racing because we don't have gold on it either. Stacy's thinking she is going to record a beauty video. That's what people are saying she needs to do. Silver medal. I think we got an improvement. Jiminy is doing good. We'll just make sure we tell Jiminy she's doing great. Penn wants to cook. He wants to make a family recipe, but he knows he needs to get his cooking skill up in order to make the kind of family recipe he wants. Even though things were moving really slow with him and Stacy the first go round, it's because he was a ghost and he knew that there was a high chance that nobody would remember him once he came back, and he was determined to come back. He read somewhere that 99% of ghost people don't remember them, so he took things really slow. But at the end, he could not help but to ask Stacy to be his girlfriend, so that's why. But now that he's back, he's ready to move forward. He already wants to have a child. So you see, he is not wasting any time whatsoever. Stacy, on the other hand, wants to write a book. She wants to complete a work task, and that's because she has really spent a lot of time throwing herself into work once Penn was gone, because she just had to distract herself, and she's always been pretty work oriented, so it wasn't hard to use that as a way. We're naming her video Naturally Stacy because she is talking about how to feel your best while looking natural, and even light makeup looks that look natural. So Stacy's going to eat some of these veggie sliders that Penn made. It is such a rainy day. They feel like they're going to be trapped even though it's sun and water day, and surely we have lots of water. So we're just going to cancel their day because there's really no point in it right now. Stacy needs to list her paintings on Plopsy. Stacy is a phone fanatic now. Oh my gosh. Stacy and Penn are both tired, but Stacy is going to go ahead and upload her video, and Penn is thinking like he's going to have to up his game. He's going to ask Stacy to go out to dinner, and he's worried that if he calls it a date that she might run. While Stacy is working on her video, she did something really nice, guys, and then she ordered another display for Penn because she heard him talking about his jewelry and how he's hoping to sell it one day. So she bought him this display, and she's thinking maybe that's what I should do with Penn's old business. But they are both asleep right now, except for Jimmy, who's out here trotting in a thunderstorm. So we'll be right back. We are back. Penn is up and he's designing more jewelry. And also, guys, the paparazzi is so dedicated because they are out here in the thunderstorm, willing to die for the picture. Gonna risk it all for the perfect photo op. Oh, Penn woke up and saw this display, and he's like, oh my gosh, did Stacy do this for me? Because he saw that his crystal and also the bracelet that he made is on the stand. He's like, man, is she telling me that I should sell my art? To him, it is an art already. He feels like this is gonna be a good way to get closer to her, but in that, he's starting to like it, and he's really liking the idea of having something to do outside of Jiminy. He even wants to ride Jiminy right now, and I think he will. Jiminy does need cleaning as well. We will go clean Jiminy after we eat something and then take her for a ride, but he can't wait till Stacy gets up to talk to her about what's going on. He actually sees her getting up, but he knows she's got to do her morning routines. He's gonna go ahead and ride Jiminy real quick. It's a nice warmer morning today in Gibby Point. We are finally in the start of summer, so we're gonna do an energetic ride. Penn is out here, honey, in his shorts and stuff. Needing to shave his chest, actually. Stacy is feeling a little nervous and scared. I don't know what it is, but she did get paid for that other sponsorship. It has stopped raining, so Penn is actually going to go over to the archery competition. Stacy's feeling a little bit bored. Yeah, that lady that was out in Stocking Penn, she got his number. She continues to call him continuously. Like, she calls him all the time. Penn is going to compete now. Looks like he got a bullseye. I don't know if we'll win, but we'll try. That second one definitely wasn't a bullseye. He's thinking that he needs to plan a perfect day with Stacy. Stacy is at work right now. She's going to network while she's at work. Penn is like, man, I need to plan a date for Stacy. We're going to try to redo this jumping competition too while Stacy is gone. Silver medal, same thing. So we did not improve. Penn won something from the archery contest. Penn got first place. He got 2,500 simoleons that he's immediately going to pour back into his jewelry business. He's going to put it in there. I can't believe it. This is the first time he's ever won the competition. He is a level 5 archery skill. Also, he called and asked Belle to come over. He sees her at the backside of the house. So he's like, hey, how are you? She's like, I'm pretty stressed. What did you call me over for? It's just that was his best friend and it's just not anymore because she doesn't know him like that. I think he would try to like tell her a funny story, maybe to calm her down or something. I don't know if it'll work. While he was at the horse competition, one of the guys told him about a new restaurant that opened and it would be perfect to take Stacy to. And we're going to do that in the next episode. He was a ghost for 80 years and he doesn't know about restaurants. He didn't take people out. He would go to a bar or a lounge sometimes to ghost stomp and scare people to get his ghost mastery up and learn his powers. But that was about it, you know. Also, y'all know that Penn completed his other aspiration largely by doing a lot of meditation and yoga to keep himself calm because he died from anger issue basically and jealousy. He's having to stay calm. So Belle is tense. She's doing yoga. He's meditating and he's found that peace that he needs. This was getting Penn back to himself, finding purpose for Penn type of episode. Next episode, he's gonna speed up a little bit in his courtship with Stacy. He's gonna take her to this nice restaurant. He's gonna continue making jewelry and maybe start a store. Stacy's gone, so she hasn't had a chance to tell him about gifting him the business. I think this is the perfect place to end this episode. Let me know if you think Penn's gonna be able to woo Stacy again. Let me know what you think of him making jewelry to complement the style she makes. But mostly, I hope you enjoyed this episode. So until next time, remember, keep simming, be happy, and always have a blessed day. Bye bye.